this one.
Over one. There you go.
Are we good to start, Peter?
Yes, you're good to go.
All right, so I'll call this meeting to order. Nice to see everybody. First time, we're all going to try this new Google Meet, so hopefully we'll get through it fairly smoothly. Is there any declarations of conflict?
No.
We're all good?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay. Can we have an approval of our agenda for today, both for the open?
Yes. Councillor Julie,
Yes.
just under the agenda, updates regarding the new welcome app. Could I put that on the agenda, or do you want to leave that?
We have if you have a question around that, we can have a discussion under new business, I think. Could we?
Okay, leave for that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So an approval of our agenda, and we have an adoption of our minutes from March 4th. I need a first and a second.
Yes, go ahead.
So who moved?
Yeah,
Who moved? Who second?
I'll move.
Okay. Is there any business arising from our minutes?
You need a call for the question, Madam Chair.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did that. Call the question. So all those in favor of adoption of our minutes?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any business arising from our minutes?
None. No.
Okay. So we'll move into reports first. A, the Human Resource Update Report.
Not too much to report on that end. On the health and safety side, we have 2 recordable incidents and 2 no lost time incidents, but otherwise nothing else. We did complete in March 35 WMIS training in our.
Like whoever talks, it changes automatically.
On the staffing numbers, April numbers, permanent 218, casual 69, part-time 4, 53 ELS, 34 seasonal, and 2 project employees for a total of 380. That's all I have.
Thank you, John. Any questions for John?
Did you pay attention where I told you what to do?
Oh, he's just going to say it. Sounds good.
Okay. So Jen, for Part B, the communications update.
So can we just say, check in here for,
sorry.
Sorry, if anybody has any phones or anything is on, can they turn them off, please? We're getting some feedback.
Yeah.
Do you hear that squeak? That's one we had in all the other things too.
Someone's got something on.
That's the one we had on the telecoms too.
I think it's better now.
Okay, let's try it again. Sorry, Madam Chair, go ahead.
Okay. So we're going to go on to section to the communications update. Jen.
So just a quick verbal update. Since COVID became an issue in Charlottetown, we've had 45 today media requests. So we're still seeing the kind of numbers that we normally would. It's only down a little bit. Obviously, a lot of those requests are fairly focused on one issue. Just for example, in the month of March, we had 54, and so far in April, we have 23. So we're not down too much this month. We just finished a free practicum. It was a 4-month practicum through Holland College Journalism and Communications program. We had an excellent student with us for that 4 weeks, and he did some great work for us and our EMO team. Outside of that, there's no update for communications for this team unless someone has questions for me.
Thank you. Is there any questions for Jennifer?
I have a question.
Okay.
Jennifer, just an update on the signage. I know it's not a top of priority, but are we still looking at signage for the 5 entry points into the city?
So that would actually be a Public Works update because they need to talk about material and size and location, and then we would be able to go ahead and get a design done, but right now most design companies are closed. So that would probably have to be on hold until some businesses are able to reopen.
So they have to come up, like I can bring this up with Public Works, but they have to come up with the size of the sign,
Yeah.
and then when you know what size, then we can get the design on it?
Yes,
Saying?
once design companies are open to bid on it again.
Yeah. And then the second question, Madam Chair, is about the New Welcome You.
Well, that's going under next, which is our new business, but you can bring it in now, I suppose.
It's under communications, yeah. This came from Duncan McIntosh and Karen Lavers about an app. Now, I did try the app, and it's very functional. I think they're trying to, both Duncan and New Welcome You are trying to offer it free of charge because ACOA has now stepped in. But I do have some background material that I'll send out to the whole committee, and if I could just ask to put it on the agenda for the next committee meeting.
Yep. We did send them out something. Peter or Jen, do you guys want to follow up with what went out?
Did that go out to all the committee?
No, not really. We kind of followed up at this time being right now, just to say, Jennifer, are you able to answer that, or do you want me to try and answer based
Partially. So at our last committee meeting, I brought information forward to the committee, and we had done a demo and talked to our partners as well as the Stratford, where they're already piloting that project. And the committee had made a decision at that time, and I believe Peter wrote them an email
That's correct.
with our response.
And we said, based upon the current situation, Worship, that we would continue working with our partners and thank them for their offer, but at this time we are staying status quo.
So that was our meeting of March 4th? Is that the meeting you're talking about?
We talked about that. Was that that meeting or the meeting before that?
No,
I'm not 100% sure.
No, because more information came out since that meeting. Because I know Jen submitted some questions to Duncan McIntosh, and he answered those questions. I don't know that if the committee members received that information.
And so, as you said, Madam Chair, we can add this in this file to the next committee meeting.
Next.
And
Yeah, sure.
if the mayor has additional information to forward it to us for evaluation, please.
Yeah, is that all right, Councillor McCabe?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. We think right now we're just trying to survive with all the communication and stuff. To take on new initiatives at this point, we were just holding off while we were in these unprecedented times.
Yeah,
So.
I'm just looking at the March 4th minutes, and there's nothing there that we discussed about this issue. Okay. Anyway, I'll forward that. Thank you.
No, that's good. At this time, we have if I could get a mover to move into closed session as per section 119.1 subsection D.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
So,
All those in favor of that?
Aye. Aye.
Am I on there, guys?
We need.
Clear.
sorry, what was that again?
I think we need 2 minutes.
Yeah, just
Hold on. Am I on?
yes,
You
you
are.
are.
Yeah, we're just
We
ignoring
can hear you. Did you need to speak, Councillor Ramsey?
Oh, yeah, there's not enough wine.
Yes, Kevin, you're on and we can see your dishcloth on the wall.
I know.
So, folks, please
That
stand.
was in the last.
Folks,
I
please,
saw that in the last
Madam
meeting,
Chair,
too.
committee members, please stand by. We are going to close session. Again, be mindful.
the countdown.
Thank you. Karen, thank you for being here today. That was great.
Yeah,
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you, Julie.
I know,
Sure.
you will.
Thank you, Alana. Thank you, John.
thank you.
All right, John,
And I
please
can't
be
see Kevin,
quiet.
so I can't thank him. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Philip.
Alana, put forward the resolution then, okay? To move the employee criminal record check.
Okay, I'll put forward the
Council.
resolution to move forward the criminal record check.
And
to the
second?
next step.
Are we on yet?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I'll second.
Can I have a seconder? Okay. Can I have all in favor to move our employee criminal record check forward to council for approval at our next monthly meeting?
In
All in
favor?
favor?
Good.
Okay,
Right.
thank you. And I could have someone motion to adjourn?
Thank you, everybody. Great job.
I thought it went really well too.
Everyone.
Very
Thank
well.
you.
Who are the motions
you.
to move to adjourn? Who moved?
Yeah, we moved to adjourn,
Thanks, Mr.
second
Kelly.
fish.
Thank you, Karen. Thanks, guys. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Thank you.
Au revoir, Alana.
Bye.
Thank you, good job. Thank you, Peter.
Thank
Good job. Thank you, Peter.